Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So, I came across a bunch of quotes that I wanted to just read to you guys. Stuff that I was reading and I was really reflecting on them. And so, I thought, you know what? Here goes. Your vision will become clearer only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meanings if it were not balanced by sadness. It is far better to take things as they come along with patience and equanimity. One looks back with anticipation to the brilliant teachers, but with gratitude to those who touched our human feelings. The curriculum is so much necessary raw material, but warmth is the vital element for the growing plant and for the soul of the child. I am also using my Great Fortune incense that I created. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. It all depends on how we look at things and not how they are themselves. Where love rules, there is no will to power. And where power predominates, there love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. Do not compare. Do not measure. No other way is like yours. All other ways deceive and tempt you. You must fulfill the way that is in you. Thinking is difficult. Let me put more on here. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. If people can be educated to see the lowly side of their own natures, it may be hoped that they will also learn to understand and to love their fellow man better. A little less hypocrisy and a little more tolerance towards oneself can only have good results in respect for our neighbor. For we are all too prone to transfer to our fellows the injustice and violence that we inflict upon our own natures. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The difference between a good life and a bad life is how well you walk through the fire. What did you do as a child that made the hours pass like minutes? Herein lies the key to your earthly pursuits. Let me just keep. I also like using Good Fortune or Great Fortune incense because it's not just about a wealth of money. It's a wealth of everything: intelligence and understanding, compassion, friendship and love, an expansion in all things, so I thought it was appropriate. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is to going inward and letting go of it. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. Oh, I must have liked that one. It's in there a couple times. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. If our religion is based on salvation, our chief emotions will be fear and trembling. If our religion is based on wonder, our chief emotion will be gratitude. The most important question anyone can ask is, what myth am I living? The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Be grateful for your difficulties and challenges, for they hold blessings. In fact, man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health, personal growth, individuation, and self-actualization. This smells so good too, by the way. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. The brighter the light, the darker the shadow. Synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. A man likes to believe that he is the master of his soul. But as long as he is unable to control his moods and emotions, or to be conscious of the myriad secret ways in which unconscious factors insinuate themselves into his arrangements and decisions, he is certainly not his own master. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. The foundation of all mental illness is the unwillingness to experience legitimate suffering. Everyone you meet knows something that you don't know, but need to know. Learn from them. Real liberation comes not from glossing over or repressing painful states of feeling, but only from experiencing them to the full. I'm sure some of you have guessed who all these quotes are from, and there's so many more. Wisdom accepts that all things have two sides. The most dangerous things in the world are immense accumulations of human beings who are manipulated by only a few heads. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. Our world has become dehumanized. Man feels himself isolated in the cosmos because he is no longer involved in nature. Intuition is perception via the unconscious that brings forth ideas, images, new possibilities, and ways out of blocked situations. The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. The descent into the depths always seems to precede the ascent. It is only our deeds that reveal who we are. So, those were all, to the best of my knowledge, quotes from Carl Jung. And I just thought that given the situation in our world right now and in our communities across the world and our cultures, and I just thought some of those were really great for a little bit of self-reflection for myself and for anyone else who could find those useful. I hope you have enjoyed this little midday retreat, and I am sending you love and light always. Thank you so much.